I'm Alec Hanson here in Loan Depot Studio in Irvine, California, about to spend the day with Meinoh Kim. This is brand new.
Look like it's time to rise and get in the game. Gonna change some branding, not afraid to fly. I can't even wait to finally touch down with the camera click. Let's light up that stage. Time to start your brand new golden age. It's your time to shine. Cameras on you. Brand new.
You know, you made it to the studio, dude. You made it down. You did it. It's only been 4 years in the making, but we're here now. And I'm excited, dude.
I'm ecstatic.
Thank you for being here, dude.
Thank you for having me.
We're going to go through some questions. I'm going
Okay.
to ask you some stuff. I want you to just kind of answer as best you can with what you got. And we're going to start to kind of unpack this a little bit and see if we can land back on, like, what you're trying to do with your life, man.
All
the
right.
good stuff.
Okay. I'm ready.
Let's do the easy one.
Okay.
How long have you been doing mortgages now?
Oh, wow. I've probably been, collectively, I've been doing mortgages for about 15 years.
Okay.
I've been consistent with it, though, in the last 10.
How did you find the industry?
A buddy of mine was doing loans and said, hey, come to the field. And I tested it out. I was young. I didn't really have a career.
Yeah.
And then I, saw what was happening when I saw 580 credit score become hard money. I decided to leave the industry and start my own thing. Left the field, came back. My sister-in-law had an opportunity to work for a builder. And my passion's always been loans. So came back to it, and that's the last 10 years. Never left the business.
When you left, were you like, I'm done with lending? Or in the back of your head, you're like, maybe I'll come back at some point?
Lending always had a special place in my heart. Because to me, lending is more than just lending somebody money to purchase a home. Like, I value more of the home experience and what a home does for a family and how it can change the trajectory of a family's life.
So let's talk about the value stuff that you just expressed, because that's the core of it, right? I mean, is that what keeps you connected into the industry?
So one of the things I've said from day one is it doesn't matter whether I'm doing a $50,000 loan, $1 million loan amount, it's all the same. Everybody gets treated equally. I've stayed by that, true to my heart from day one. The greatest joy I get is when folks don't believe that home ownership is possible, or they were told that it wasn't possible, and we're able to make it happen. To me, that right there is what gets me going.
All right, let's change gears a tiny bit here. Professionally, you've been in this industry for, let's say, 15 years, running around. If you had to pick, 3 to 5 adjectives to describe you, what do you hope that your customers would say about you?
Strategic. They would say I'm very strategic.
I like that. Okay.
I'm hardworking.
Okay.
I'm that guy, like, on vacation, that's at the pool with his laptop and his phone.
Yes.
That's me. I'm a man of faith, right? To me, but that encompasses a lot. To me, it encompasses trust. To me, it encompasses empathy. To me, it encompasses patience, right? And I think all of those characteristics are there because, to me, I will always decide and I will always choose to pick the high road in everything that I do.
All right, we're gonna go big and grandiose here for a second.
Okay.
I'm a huge Marvel nerd. Love Marvel movies. But there's one character that had an amazing character arc in Marvel, which was the character of Loki.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that Loki is hilarious about in his whole thing is he talks about his glorious purpose, which I just love, the glorious purpose. But I like to ask people, what's your glorious purpose? Because it's just such an out there phrase that has so many different ways to be interpreted. And I would just love to hear how you would answer that.
I think my general purpose for now,
Yeah.
and as you said, it does evolve, I think it's serving. That's my purpose, to serve my family, to serve my friends, to serve my parents, to serve my clients. If I could serve everybody and not waste a single time, is serving as many people as I possibly can here on earth. I think that would be my purpose right now.
In sales and marketing, there's often this perception of, I want to serve as many people as possible.
Yes.
And so we play safe.
Yes.
We play right down the middle because we don't want to offend anybody, but we also want to make sure we get a broad net. And so there's honor in that desire. The risk in that desire is you don't really showcase parts of you that you may be really passionate about or really enthusiastic about. I'm going to wrap this up, but I want to share some thoughts on this as you're wrestling with your own brand design as well, because your own brand is really an extension of your true self.
Right.
And your ability and willingness to show levels of your true self to the world. We're going to take the next step right now. We're going to break. We're going to pull up all your social media, and we're going to identify, is the stuff you're doing showcasing
All of that.
all of this? And the great part about personal branding is, if it's not to the degree you want, you get to change it. You get to curate it. You get to start tomorrow and making it exactly what you want to be.
There's something very refreshing about that. That feels really refreshing, because before it's like, oh, do I get rid of this video? It already had this many views, it had this many likes. Do I want to keep it? But this is changing it all up. This is coming out with a brand.
Yep.
You.
Oh, you did it, dude.
Oh,
We got a segue right now. Let's go.
Did
You got
it.
it. Let's do it. Fist bump. Bam!
boom.
All right. Time to get into the weeds. Time to see. So, all of us get one chance to make the first impression. It is highly likely that the percentage of customers, partners, recruits that are going to decide if they're going to come work with you or for you are going to Google you. We got to see if the things that we want to translate are starting to translate, even if it's what I'll call a micro impression, something small and fleeting that they just kind of see. Are they all connected to what this deeper brand purpose really is? So here you are, baby. Now the good news is you're not competing against other Meinoh Kims.
No.
I didn't find any.
Well, they're
Are they there?
they're not. They're not. There's one other one, but he spells his name differently from
Yeah,
San
so-
Jose.
so
So it's just me.
It's just you. Because you're active on social media,
Yep.
the image stuff that starts pulling through is you.
Yeah.
And that's a huge win. People don't realize that, like, a byproduct of being active on social is better SEO. People find me easier. For everyone listening and like trying to be like, well, what should I do? Make content on social and you'll start to dominate the first page of Google. It's a really cool like byproduct. Let's start with my old favorite, LinkedIn. Bam. This, Meinoh Mortgages,
Yes.
is fantastic branding.
I think all the times I was made fun of with my name growing up, I used it to my advantage.
This is
as
the
I got
best
older.
thing ever. I want everyone to hear, like, it's becoming your superpower. So, I just want to tell you that I love it, okay?
Thank
Second
you.
thing, we got a title. This is the first space where you can introduce a little personality. You can talk about not your title, but what you do or what you care about. The banner. Bro.
I mean, I'm just gonna say.
No.
I've had that
No.
banner for like
Bro.
10 years.
What is this? What even is this?
It's a nice living room.
Got to put some personality in there. Got to figure out how to make a message in there. Someone's going to check this out. Bro. The third person bio is my favorite. Who wrote this bio?
I did.
Yes. Yes, sir. See, the honesty and integrity of this man is what's going to make this work. By the way, that's everyone. Everyone writes their own bio.
love
And I
it.
laugh hysterically because it's like Alec Hanson is a reputable and like, oh my God, you wrote this about yourself.
Yes.
So this is a self-expression moment, but for you, this is also a have fun moment. Be self-deprecating. Share about what you are, what you're doing, what you're trying to accomplish. You can be serious here, but you can also be you here. Let's look at Facebook.
This is something you can help me with. My Facebook account has always been like my personal family and close friends. My other accounts, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my TikTok, and all of that sort of stuff, there's no family stuff on that.
Yes.
I've kept it completely separate.
Yes.
I get conflicted
Yeah.
on this because this started as a personal page.
Of course.
But with that in mind, what would be your
Okay.
feedback?
Let's start with our intention for these platforms. Why are we using these platforms? Now, I know why we were using them in the past. They were social connection network platforms. So we connected with our friends. We connected with our college roommates. We connected with people that we worked with. But as you look at it now, you get to answer the question, what do I want it to be? If you decide, I want to impact more people, grow my business, recruit more talent, support like drive more loans, help serve more customers, then you might consider using the tool differently.
Yep.
There's a blend to social platforms that you have to decide what you personally believe in. I definitely don't mind hearing and learning about their family stuff and their life, as long as I don't feel like it's Instagram life and everything's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And at the same time, I don't mind hearing about their business and what's going on. You have to decide, what do you want to use the tool for? It's a tool.
Okay.
And then once you find that out, then you can talk strategy. On that vein, right? This intro area could be changed into a lot of different things.
Yep.
It could talk a lot about what you do and what you care about, and it can be buffed out. You can organize this to showcase certain photos, so it'll showcase whatever photos you want to kind of be there. And then you've got the profile and everything else. All right, so let's hit Instagram.
All right.
So you're very active on Instagram, which is fantastic.
Yeah, but I haven't been recently. But yes, I'm pretty active on Instagram.
Yeah, and so all we're going to talk about on Instagram later today is frequency, strategy, what to say, how often to say it, and we'll kind of buff that out because I feel like you already understand that you want to continue to play on Instagram.
I do.
Okay, makes sense.
That's gold.
All right, we're gonna go have some fun. You ready for the next segment?
Ready.
All right, let's go, buddy. Let's go. Boom. Back, photo shoot, lunch, refreshed.
Yeah.
Feeling good?
Feeling great?
Okay.
Yes.
Before, we're building the building blocks. So we started with kind of foundation stuff. We kind of exposed some of the opportunities to kind of tackle into. Now we got to talk about overarching marketing strategy in general. I like to break this up into a few different phases. I like to break this up with audience segmentation, meaning like who am I marketing, prospecting with?
Yep.
And then local and digital. So one of your audiences right now, I'm going to put down as referral partners. Fair?
Yes.
Okay. And what is your strategy to maintain your relationship with them today?
Social media is one of them.
Okay.
Phone calls is another.
Let's get specific. Is it because you have transactions that you're managing through, or is it because you're just trying to see if they have new business for you?
I'll check in for both. Actually, I'm guilty. Yes. It's usually when I have transactions going on with them. Is when I will check in. Sometimes I'll just check in though. I'm probably not checking in as much as I should be.
But these are your best partners, right?
Yeah.
And how many approximately would you say there are in this category of
I would say there's about 15.
That you're you call regular basis,
yes,
they know you, they worked with you.
Yes.
Okay. And then do you have a bucket of agents that currently don't work with you that you want to work with you?
Yes, I do.
Do you have any idea how big that population is?
45?
Okay.
Or so.
What's your strategy with them?
Like, comment, engage, and then I may see them at an event. And then from there, talk a little bit more. Crazy.
Okay, well, let's bring up another audience section right now. Past clients.
Okay.
Okay? How many approximate past clients do you have?
Thousands.
Yeah, so let's just say 2,000.
Yeah.
I'm making up a number. Could be 3. What's your contact strategy with them over time?
Me pinging them?
Yep.
No.
Okay.
I'm not really reaching out to them, just checking in. Sometimes I do, but very rarely do I.
As we walk through this, you get to your hands on the steering wheel, so you get to choose which direction to go.
Yep.
But let's unpack each of these and look at opportunities for intentionality.
Yes.
So, in this next kind of season, whatever that means, what are your goals?
I want to help more than 200 families achieve home ownership. I want to build a very good team.
Great.
The way I think about it is almost like a SEAL team. Probably 5 really good people.
What do you believe you're going to have to do to do both
happen?
those things? Good. So now that we kind of directionally know what you want to achieve, you got some ideas, you got your existing behaviors and strategies, let's talk about how to consider systematizing this into an executable plan. So all this is great stuff, man. And here's the opportunity / like challenge for you to codify around. Let's say on social media, you decide that you're going to post every single day. Maybe that's a little too daunting in the beginning. And so for the month, I'll just pretend we're in January. The month of January, you're going to try to post 2 times a week. And then in the month of February, you're going to try to post 3 times a week. And you decide to build a plan around your strategy to get you to where you're posting every single day. So that is a measurable strategic objective, where it's on a board, it's on a to-do list, it's on your vision board or master plan.
Yep.
And it's like, did I do it or did I not do it? And that's going to be the big part of all of these things for you as you look to accomplish them is this trackable and measurable? When you say things like, I sometimes reach out to past clients, right? Like just as a comment.
Sure.
It's not measurable or trackable.
Correct.
You could accomplish that by calling them once every 6 months.
Right.
And that's sometimes. And so you did it. And so the standard that your own internal accountability structure is going to run on is, well, I did that already. I did what I said I was going to do. Versus, I have 2,000 past clients. How many of that is if I want to contact them at least once every 6 months, how many do I have to be contacting a month?
Right.
To get them at least once every 6 months.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's a lot. Or this is the kind of math that you got to do in your head to kind of say, okay, well, what's my ideal past client experience? Like if I'm a past client of Meinoh, what do I want? Do I want to send them something on their home anniversary? Do I want to check in with them 2 times a month and see if they need HELOCs? Like you have to paint this in your head. Like what do I want them to experience being my past client? And then from there you can start painting into your plan things that are measurable and repeatable. Like, so let me bring this home in an anecdote. So in order to get business from an agent, they're going to have to decide if they like you. And before they decide if they like you, they're going to have to know who you are in the marketplace.
Yep.
Once they know who you are, they're going to decide if they like you. And then if they decide if they like you, they're going to try to decide if they trust you. So there's this progression of know you, like you, trust you. And with the 45 agents that you're kind of going after, that you want to prospect, how do you get them to know you? And that's social. It's great. That's also face-to-face, right? Open houses, broker previews, events. That's also weekend pop-bys. That's also office drop-bys. Whatever you can do, call them. What are repeatable, measurable things that you're willing to put on the board to say that you're going to do no matter what this week? Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
All right. Next, we got to go get ready to make some content. You ready to make some content?
Let's do it.
Let's make some content. Let's go. All right, we're here. We're going to solve the age-old problem, the excuse of all excuses. I don't know what to say. You ever heard that excuse before?
Yeah.
From anybody? From yourself, maybe?
From myself.
Yeah. So let's start with audience segmentation. Who are we talking to? Who would you like to make scripts for first?
Realtor partners.
Realtors. Great.
Realtors.
Realtors. Realtors.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, what are some topics that realtors don't know about that has to do with lending or areas that would help them be more effective at their jobs?
First-time home buyers?
Yeah, so they work with first-time home buyers, right?
Yeah.
What else do they work with? Loan officers?
Loan officers. Okay. I'm
Know those?
overthinking this.
You
Okay.
are. Do they work with people? Do you work with anybody that buys second homes or vacation homes?
Yes.
A little bit, or
Investors.
investor? Okay.
Yeah.
Investor. Any other like niche programs like renovation, reverse, anything like that?
Renovation loans.
Some reno?
Yeah.
Okay. Do they work with vets?
A lot of vets.
VA, baby. Okay.
That's
I'm
a big
gonna
one.
stop with this. That's a lot, right?
That's a lot.
Okay. So if a realtor is going to work with a first-time home buyer, what's something that a realtor should know about what first-time home buyers go through in order to get a loan?
The application process?
Sure. Process. Process. What else should they be equipped to know?
What type of programs?
Programs. Absolutely. What else should they know? I'll feed you one, and then it'll help the rest.
Okay.
How a customer qualifies. Fair?
Qualifications. Okay.
But underneath qualifications, what are subcategories?
Credit score, debt to
Credit.
income ratio,
Yep.
down payment,
Yep.
closing costs.
Yep. Okay. So What do realtors need to know if they're working with a customer that's going to buy an investment property?
Programs. Oh, pretty much all of that, yes.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
What if they're going to buy a customer that's going to work with a multi-unit?
Same exact thing.
Condos?
Same exact thing.
Down payment assistance
Same
programs?
exact thing.
So, Reno, VA?
All of it, the same.
Okay. So, what is that? 100 topics? 70-something topics in 4 minutes? There are a million things to say, and this was just to realtors. And so immediately now, take 100 videos and times it by almost 2.5, and there's like 250 videos here that you could make. Now the cool part is, you get to pick what you love to talk about. What are some of the big areas in your market that you're solving all the time? That you're just with customers and realtors and you're just solving all the time?
Asking questions and getting them qualified.
Just getting them qualified, right?
Yeah.
You said you worked with people that get turned down?
Yep.
But anything else that you deal with on a regular basis that you just really care about?
Comms.
For customers and realtors and everybody else? Like how you communicate?
It's very big.
Should you make 350 videos on every topic, one on every topic? No.
Right.
Like, no, that you should make videos after videos after videos on the stuff that really is like pouring out of your soul, that you're fired up about. And it's clean, magic, movie magic. Okay, we're gonna talk about how to say it. So we have topics now, right?
Yep.
We have topics.
Yep.
I'm gonna give you 3 segments. Intro hook, okay?
Okay.
Story, and call to action / close. Okay?
Okay.
So our topic right here, who do you want to make this video to?
Veterans. Active
Active veterans.
active duty military.
And what is their problem that you're trying to solve? Yeah.
Using closing incentives to pay off debt to qualify to purchase a home.
So that's the explanation,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
That's your solution. You're sitting across from me, I'm an active vet, and I'm like, I'm never gonna buy a home, bro.
You can purchase a home with zero out of pocket and pay down your debt.
Because I'm answering the problem of have debt. I'm actually giving them the solution in the first sentence. So I'm not just asking if they have debt. I'm assuming they have debt because that's my audience, debt, and I'm telling them right in the first sentence that I can have a seller buy that, pay off your debt, and help you buy a home with zero out of pocket. The hook is the only thing we're going to script today, and then the rest is going to be just you free flowing on camera, and we're going to get you comfortable just absolutely performing on the spot.
All right.
Let's go. This is your center right here. Your hands come into play. You can have you can do big expressions. Did it. Got it. You felt it too, didn't you? And then once the intro's done, we're pausing because it's like a soft cut. Here we go, dude. You did it. And what I mean by did it is that you stumbled forward, no matter what. Baby stepping it through the day. How are you? Are you tired?
I am. I'm more mentally tired.
Yeah.
You know, I think you really put me out of my shell on this one compared to my traditional filming. And I mean, I've learned a lot. But yeah, I'm exhausted.
In our little debrief here at the end, what has stood out to you so far today?
My main takeaways: to be your authentic self. Mm-hmm. It's a real big one. Number 2, there's an unlimited amount of content. Unlimited. In fact, after we get out of here, as beat as I say I am, I'm gonna make a quick video. And then number 3, knowing what the personal brand is that I want to do for myself, staying true to myself, and reaching out to the clients that I want to reach out to, and also, I just learned a lot about myself.
Good.
Yeah, which is
Good.
pretty wild because
Good.
I thought I was going to learn about marketing, but marketing is you.
100%. What questions do you have before I drill you on other stuff? What questions do you have from today? What do you want to talk through.
How do you handle staying focused and positive while creating content and doing your job?
Several things you can do. One of the biggest facts about social media is, and life, is you become who you surround yourself with. Every single human here is responsible for their own algorithm. So
That's important.
It is, and that's what social media does, though. It's going to show you what you're watching, and it's going to show you the people that you're connected with. So make good choices.
What about I'm putting in a lot of work, but I'm not getting enough likes?
Did you ever go out to a realtor open house and just drop off flyers ever, or their offices?
Yes.
And when you dropped off flyers or went and popped in, did you get a deal?
No.
No. But why did you keep doing it?
Because I was hoping I would.
Because you had faith.
Yeah.
And you knew that these behaviors drive results in action. And going back to what we talked about earlier with, like, if I'm prospecting and marketing 100 realtors, I don't need all 100 to like me. I need 10, and I change my life. So I have faith that those things are going to produce the result I'm looking for.
It reminds me of a quote that Jordan made. They don't remember him for his missed shots.
Of course.
They only remember him for all the shots that he made, and he missed a lot of shots. And
100%.
yeah.
So this is my encouragement to you, man, as you look through this day and eventually you rewatch this. Here's my encouragement. Everything in the world is made up. I made all this up. I saw other people who made it up. I tried things. I failed at things. Some things did good. Some things did good, and then they failed next time. You can't take all this so seriously. The only thing that matters is that your ability to put yourself out in a position of vulnerability where others can interact and see who you really are and share your thoughts and opinions to help and serve other people is going to drive your business more than any viral video or any strategy or any algorithm hacking out there. And so don't take it so seriously. Don't take yourself so seriously. Go to be intentional in the service of others. And then you'll find that as you're willing to put yourself into that position of vulnerability, which is on camera, sharing thoughts, trying to help people, that you'll attract the right community around you, meaning partners, customers, recruits. They're all going to want to be a part of that, the more honest and transparent and true you are to yourself. So it's just, don't take it all so seriously. Go have more fun than you're possibly capable of it, and one day you'll be able to look back at a video and be proud of yourself. And that's when you know you're on the other side.
I'm looking forward to that.
Let's go to the other side.
Let's go.
All right, we're out.
Loan officers, your POS is a POS, but it doesn't have to be that way. Want to learn how a seller can pay off your debt and purchase a home with zero out of pocket? Let me tell you a story, but they could not get their offer accepted. The point is, who you work with matters, so always check with a mortgage advisor. Don't have that mortgage advisor? Reach out, let me know.